Good morning, friends. Welcome to GoOnlineTrainings.com. Today is the last demo for the data analytics course, final demo. So, demo number one is over. Number two is got over. Number one, I spoke about the generalized things, and number two and number three demos. Today's demo and yesterday's demo will be completely technical demo. I'll make it very, very simple so that any non-IT people or people come learning the IT courses first time, they will be able to understand very, very easily. I'll give you very, very simple, the layman example so that you will understand the technology very, very easy. Clear? So today is the last demo of the Power BI or the data analytics. So anybody can learn data analytics. I told you what is the prerequisite to learn data analytics means nothing. If you know 2 plus 2 equals to 4, you are eligible for the data analytics. If you know 10th class, 10th standard mathematics, if you know, you can perform data analytics. Nothing is needed. Simply, I'll be teaching you from the scratch. So tomorrow we are going to be installing the Power BI software in your laptop. The laptop configuration also I have told you in the yesterday's class. You must watch demo number one, demo number two videos without fail. And if you have any questions, you can mail me directly your phone number so that I'll be able to talk to you, call you using WhatsApp or normal phone. Clear? So watch all the videos. It will take minimum 3 months to complete the course. We are also learning not only the Power BI, but also few other courses also we are planning to learn. So what are those courses? The clear list I have mentioned yesterday, and today also I will give you the list so that you will be able to understand what is a data analytics very, very clearly. Okay. So I told you what is a data analytics, what is a data science. I told you clearly already. Data analytics means understanding the past. For example, Amazon company wanted to know what was my sales last 5 years in India. They wanted to know what was your income last 5 years. You may ask this question to your husband, right? What was your income last 5 years? So you wanted to understand the past. That is what is called data analytics or the business intelligence. Very, very simple. But what is a data science? Predicting the future. It is what is called data science. Both of them are two different things. Data analytics means understanding the past is called as a data analytics. The Amazon company wanted to know what was the iPhone sales last 5 years in Australia, or what was the sales in across all categories in India, or last 10 years of data they wanted to analyze. Completely historical data of Amazon.com is going to be taken, and they are going to be creating lot of reports. Clear? So data analytics means understanding the past or reporting the past. Very, very simple. Data science is a predictions, future predictions. For example, uh, the simple example I have given. So Hyderabad in next June, can we get rains or not? I would like to predict. So how do you predict? You have to see the last 10 years of rain history or the history in Hyderabad, whether in June, every year June, whether Hyderabad is getting rain or not, you need to see the historical data. By seeing the historical data, you can predict for the next year. So if you wanted to understand either do perform, if you wanted to perform data analytics or the data science, you have to have a data of the company or the data of the city. What kind of a data you have to supply? You have to supply historical data. History. For example, I wanted to understand what was my sales last 5 years. Last 5 years historical data or current data? It is history. Yesterday's means history, right? So whether if you wanted to perform a data analytics or the data science, the company's historical data you have to supply. Clear? So where will you store the data? That is what I told you yesterday. When you have a small amount of data, when you have a megabytes of data, the companies are storing data in Excel sheets. That is what I told you. If the data size is in GBs, the companies are storing the data in the SQL. When the data size is in the terabytes, terabyte means more capacity, the data is going to be stored in the data warehousing tools or the softwares. Like that, depends upon the data. The companies have to store the data. Company means I'm talking about Amazon company or State Bank of India wanted to store their data. ICICI Bank wanted to store their data. Or Yatra.com would like to store the data. Indian Railways wanted to store the data. Indian government wanted to store their Aadhaar card data, passport data. Somewhere we are going to be storing the data, right? So Indian government cannot store the data. Indian government has to approach one IT company like TCS or Accenture or Capgemini. Some companies, Indian government are government projects lying with TCS, Tata Consultancy Services. So if you apply for a passport, so in India, who's going to be maintaining the passport data? It is a TCS company. Clear? So some IT company is going to be storing the data, but the question and what basis the company is going to be using, what kind of a software? Can they use Excel sheet for the passports? No, 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 no. Excel cannot store large amount of data, right? So they may be using SQL or they may be using something else to store the data. So depends upon the data size, we are going to be using different tools. Without data, you cannot perform data analytics or the data science. We need to have historical data. So what is a data engineering? Today, I'm going to be telling you. So all these points have been discussed already. Kada? So when you have a size, when you have a megabytes of data, Excel can be used. When you have a gigabytes of data, you are going to be storing in the data in SQL and database management systems. When the data size is in terabytes, you're going to be storing the data into the data warehousing tools. I told you what is a data warehouse in yesterday. Very simple example. Clear? So I also spoken about what are the BI tools, blah blah blah, right? So always I clearly mentioned this one. Clear? Now today I wanted to tell you, if the data is in terabytes, you can store the data in the data warehousing tools. But if the data is in unlimited data, unlimited means I'm talking about petabyte of data, zettabyte of data, yottabyte of data, yollabyte of data, unlimited data. When you have it, this kind of a data is called as unlimited data, or you can say big data. When the data size is very big, where will you store and where will you process? So you are going to be using a software called Hadoop. Okay, you're going to be using a software called Hadoop software, where we are going to be storing the data and later we going to be processing the data. I gave you a simple example. I have a data called 10 and 20. This is a data. I wanted to know what is the sum, what is the minimum, what is the maximum, what is the average. All these things are called processing. Kada? I wanted to know what is the total. Total is 30. That is what is called processing. The processing also can be done with the Hadoop software. What is the minimum? 10. What is the maximum? 20. What is the average? 15. So like that, how many values we have? Two values. So when you have only two values, processing will be very easy. If you have 10 billion data, if you have a 20 billion rows that is there, or a 200 billion data is there, do you think that summing operation is very easy? Do you think that minimum operation is very easy when you have a billions of data in the software? 1 billion is equivalent to how many hundreds? I told you 1 million is equivalent to, according to Indian currency, 10 lakhs. Kada? So 1 billion is equivalent to what? 100 crores. So that is what is called we're talking about. So when you have 1 billion 100 crores, but if I say 10 billion means 1,000 crore rows you have. If you have so much of a data, can you do simple sum operation? Is it very simple? It is not very simple. Manually, you will not be able to do. Even though you have a good mathematicians, good BCom guys, good MCom guys, you will not be able to do within time. So it will be very difficult. So that is where we are going to be using different tools. Clear? So I will give you a simple example. I wanted to go from my house to the supermarket, which is nearby, some 3 miles or 3 kilometers. How do I go? Either I take a cycle and go, or I may go by walk. I want to go by walk for 3 kilometers. I can go. Me and my wife can go by walk, or I can take a bike and go, right? So if I wanted to go only 3 to 4 kilometers, I can go by cycle or a bike or some car or something, right? But I wanted to go to 500 kilometers or 1,000 kilometers. Can I go by a bike or can I go by a walk? No, 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 no. You have to either use a car or the bus or the train, right? When the distance is more, you are changing the tools. When you have a small amount of data, you're able to store the data in Excel and you're going to be processing. Processing means all these operations you're able to perform. So when you have a small amount of data, you're able to store the data where, Nana, in Excel. But when you have a large amount of data, 500 miles I have to go, kilometers I have to go by a train or the bus. So when the data is in GBs, we are going to be storing the data into SQL, or it is also called as a database management system. That is how IT industry is going to be, storing your data. Did you understand? Okay. I wanted to go to US. Can I go by a bus or the train? Okay, I can go for 500 kilometers by bus or the train. But I wanted to go to Singapore, Dubai from India, or I would like to go to South Africa from India. Can I go by a car or the bus or the train? I have to use a flight, right? So when the data size is in terabytes, I cannot use a car, train. I have to change my tool. I'm going to be storing my data in the data warehousing tools. It is also one of the softwares IT companies are going to be using. Now, okay. I wanted to go to moon or the Mars. Can I go by a flight? I have a flight, but I would like to go to moon or the Mars. Can I go? The answer is no. I have unlimited data. I have a big amount of data. Can I use this data warehousing? Answer is no. You have to use Hadoop. Hadoop just like a rocket. You can store unlimited. It can cover unlimited distance. Clear. Hadoop is so powerful. You can store unlimited data. You can store and process the data also. But it does not mean that we can use Hadoop everywhere, because it is very, very powerful. Can you use Rocket for all your works? You cannot. Even Bill Gates is a rich. Elon Musk is a risk candidate. The rich candidates, they will not be able to use, to come to office a rocket. It is not that they have to use this tool always. Depends upon the usage. So Elon Musk may use Excel sheets also in his company. Elon Musk may use SQL also in his company. Data warehousing also the companies may use. Hadoop also they may use. It does not matter. It is rich or not rich. It is not, nothing to do with that richness. It is always what kind of a data the company has. The company has a large amount of data. They will have employee data. They will have a sales data. They have a marketing data. They have expenses data. They have expenditure data. They have a large amount of data. They may have data in this. They may have the data in this. They may have data in this. They may have data in this. There's no problem at all. Depends upon the usage, the companies are going to be storing the data. If you go to bank, the bank data may be in SQL server, but some loans data may be in Excel sheets in the ICICI bank, or some data may be data warehousing tools. This is also ICICI bank data, Hadoop data. So what is that you wanted to understand? So you need to understand Amazon company. Let us take Amazon company wanted to analyze their data. Analyze means, I told you, what is analytics? Analytics means understanding the past. They want to analyze the data. Analyze the data. So to analyze the data, so see the data challenges they have. The first issue, they may not have all the data in the single environment. That is the first problem. The Amazon company, as I told you, some of the data may be in Excel sheets, some of the data may be in SAP systems, some of the data may be in Java, some of the data may be in SQL, maybe in Python, maybe Android, maybe Windows, maybe this, that. So it is very, very difficult. So no company will store all its data. For example, think about this scenario. I have given couple of scenarios, right? Excel sheet, SQL, data warehousing, Hadoop. Any company will have different data. I may use a cycle, I may have a car, I may have a bus, I may have anything, right? So this company may store the data in different environments. Now, where is the data of the company? The location I'm talking about. Amazon company is doing business all over the world. Kada? So they don't store all the data in a single location. Remember that. They may have some data in India because India sales is happening from Amazon. They have some data in US. They have some data in UK. They have some data in Dubai. They have some more data in Singapore, but all the data belong to Amazon company. Amazon company's data is completely decentralized. Amazon company's data is not available in a single platform, multiple environments, they have it. And the data size is also not so, same size always. In India, the size is very large because lots of, the sales is happening. In some Middle East countries, that is a medium size of data they'll be able to expect. So small size or low amount of data you may getting from the Singapore and Dubai. So you need to understand the size of the data also. Clear? It is not guaranteed that all the data will be the same size. They may have different size. Now, what is the accuracy of the data? Accuracy means, can I use the data as it is? Even though I'm getting from the Amazon, it may have high accuracy, very clean data, or medium level accuracy, or you may have low accuracy, not very clean data. You go to the shop number one, buy some vegetables. You go to shop number two, buy more some more vegetables. You go to shop number three, buy some more vegetables. Now the question, is it very cleaned vegetables? Whatever you got it may not be there, right? So shop number one may have very cleaned vegetables, but shop number two and three, you need them, but it is not available elsewhere. You need to bring them and clean them. So it cannot be guaranteed that whatever you're getting, may be getting from very good shops, but may not be cleaned vegetables or cleaned food you will have. You have to come home and clean the data. Clear? Now tell me, for the cleaning data, is it easy task? It is not easy task. We have to write lot of coding, lot of development activities again have to be taken place on the data, and you need to recruit lot of people to clean the data using different techniques. So if the data is not so cleaned, first we have to clean the data. Because if you don't clean the data, buying the vegetables and cooking without cleaning, without peeling the vegetables, without cutting the vegetables, without doing a lot of things, directly you're putting, what will happen to your food dish? It will be completely not tasty. It'll smells bad, right? Not tasty at all. So whatever comes in is wrong, goes out will be wrong. So whenever you put some wrong vegetable in your food, you will be able to get the bad taste. So whatever comes in will be wrong, goes out will be wrong. If you get the bad data from the customer, if you don't clean the data, you got 1 kg of potato, one potato is gone. You need to throw that out, right? So you need to peel the potato, wash the potato, cut the potato, then use the potato. So it is what is called, we can get the data. It is not that we can use the data as it is. No. We need to clean the data. We need to make the vegetables, for my, however I need it, I need to shape the vegetables like that. For example, I may need long cut potato, or I wanted to have a diamond cut potato. Before cutting the potato, I need to peel it. Before peel it, I need to know whether the potato is completely cleaned or half of the potato is gone. If the gone, I need to remove that potato. So I need to do lot of things, right? Or I need to have the smashed potato, or the diamond cut potato, or the long cut potato? So what is the type I would like to have? So data is there, but how the data I'm going to be using in the later? How I'm going to be using a tomato as it is, or should I cut the potato, or should I grind the potato, or I should grind the potato and boil the potato, or what is that I should do? How is that I should be able to use that vegetable? So that is what you have to know. So you will be able to get the data. The data is not ready to use data. The data may not be cleaned data. The data does not have any form, does not have any standards. You need to make them standard, right? So potato, you will get small potato, big potato, you cut them, get, single diamond shape or, multiple diamond shape pieces you are going to be preparing, and nobody knows that you got small potato, big potato. But if you see the diamond shape potato, now everything will have same sizes. Clear? So it is your duty to get the company's data from the different companies, different environments, different sizes, different accuracy of the data. You have to get it, you have to clean it, and you need to use it like that. Lot of issues the company will have with their data. So what we are going to be doing, if you wanted to analyze the data, because I told, my name is Bhaskar Jogi, I know data analytics. Sir, give me your data. I will analyze your data. Now the companies will say, this is where my data, Bhaskar, you take it. This is where my data, Bhaskar, you take it. This is where my data, Bhaskar, you take it. All the data I am talking about, single company data. This company is called Amazon. Clear? So I am not talking about different companies, single company. So they have some data in US. So it is maybe in Excel. They have some data in India. Maybe the data is available in Java application. They have some data in Dubai or in Singapore or in Japan. It may be available in SQL or some XYZ. Forget about it. Some platform, they have the data, but all the data belong to Amazon company. What I should do? I can analyze the data. I can get the data from here, extract the data, get the data from here, get the data from here. How do I get the data? So to get the data, there is a software the IT companies are going to be using. The softwares are called as ETL software. One of the software the IT companies are going to be using SSIS. Okay. So what is ETL? ETL stands for extracting the data. That is reading the data. Then the extract spelling ఏంటన్నా extract కదా. Extract the data, transform the data, transformation. As I told you, transform means clean the data. You clean the data or you change the data, whatever, however you would like to have it. Clear? So extract the data, transform the data, and the last one, you are going to be loading the data. Simple example I have given. You go to shop number 1, buy some vegetable. You go to shop number 2, buy some vegetables. You go to shop number 3, buy some vegetables. So all the vegetables are going to be stored where? All the vegetables, this is you. This is you. You're going to be going manually to the shop number 1, buying, and all the vegetables, where will you be keeping? Temporarily, you're going to be storing somewhere, right? So what is that you carry? You carry a carry bag, right? So that is what you have. You carry a bag, all the vegetables from the shop number 1, shop number 2, shop number 3, you will be able to put them, and you come home, open this bag. You come home, open the bag, what you do? You clean the vegetables. Potatoes, you clean them. Leafy vegetables, soak them in the salty water, or some other fruits you would like to, put them, wash them and put it like that. So different techniques are going to be applying on your different data. You may have, the curd. You may be putting directly into the refrigerator, or you would like to put them in the salty water, or you would like to boil them, or you would like to grind them, or you would like to cut them, or you would like to do some circus. So all the thing you are going to be storing initially in the carry bag. It is a temporary. So we are not going to be using a carry bag. So all the data we are going to be bringing, and initially we are going to be storing in the staging database. Staging means temporary. Staging server computer. Staging means what, Nana? Temporary. So carry bag is temporary or permanent? It is a temporary. So you assume that it is a carry bag only. So staging server means which is a RDBMS server, or it is SQL, bigger computer, where all the data from US, from the India, from Japan, SQL data, Java data, SQL data, all the data is going to be loaded, and all the data is here. All the vegetables are in the bag, carry bag. Carry bag is a temporary. Clear? So staging the server is a temporary. It sounds like your carry bag only. You open this server, then what you do? You are going to be cleaning. That is what is called data cleansing activity is going to be happening. Data cleansing activity. Cleansing means cleaning. So you may remove duplicated data. You may have some duplicates that has to be removed, and you may have sometimes merge the data, sometimes split the data. Okay. Sometimes you clean the data, you convert the data, whatever you do. That is what is called transformation or the data cleaning. Remember. Okay. So that is what is called transformation or data cleaning. So you have to get the data, and what you do, some of them you peel, some of them you put them into salty water, some of them you're boiling the vegetables. So whatever you do, that is what is called applying some data cleansing activity. So that is what you're going to be doing with the help of what? Staging server. Now after that, what you do? Okay, you have cleaned the vegetables. What you do later? You have to take them, all the vegetables, all the chicken, all the potato, all the leafy vegetables, put them into the refrigerator. Clear? So we are going to be taking all this data. We are going to be moving all this data with the help of again SSIS. Clear? All the data again you're going to be taking from ETL. SSIS I'm going to be using. So this is one more software. SSIS is a ETL software I'm going to be using. It is a Microsoft software. So what it does, it will take the data from this place, and all the data is going to go to the final destination called a refrigerator. All the vegetables are going to go to your refrigerator. Refrigerator will have the cleaned vegetables. Now, what is your refrigerator? The refrigerator is called as your data warehousing. So this is what is called a data warehouse. Okay, so refrigerator will be very, very bigger. So you may have 1,000 liter, 2,000 liter, blah, blah, blah. So data warehouse computer, which is going to be built using SQL, RDBMS. Clear? What is SQL? I have clearly told in the demo number 1. You must watch demo number 1, demo number 2. You will be able to understand SQL. It is also called as a database management system. Clear? So in your simple example, this is your refrigerator. All the data is going to be coming from the sources. You go to the shop number 1, shop number 2, shop number 3, buy the vegetables, fruits, chicken, put them in the carry bag. You come home, open the carry bag, you clean the vegetables, and you take the cleaned vegetables and you are going to be putting them into the data warehousing. That is what every week you are going to be doing, every month you are going to be doing. That is what is the thing. Clear? Now let us talk about the company's data. Amazon is going to be selling the product every month. For example, I wanted to buy some product. I am in India. I wanted to go and buy some product. I open my laptop. So I say www.amazon.com. I go here. I would like to buy a product. What I do? I go to Amazon India. I wanted to buy one Lenovo laptop for this course. I'll go and search. I would like to buy Lenovo laptops. I told you what laptops you have to buy, what is the configuration. I told you right yesterday. So this is the configuration you need to buy. Minimum 4 GB RAM is sufficient. 512 GB SSD, I'm talking about, that is hard disk, but 256 GB is okay. And Windows 11 is needed or 10 is needed. Remaining things are as is. So you can buy this kind of a laptop. I wanted to buy this laptop if I'm buying. So when I'm buying this data, when I'm buying the laptop, I click on the buy now. It will be asking mobile number, blah, blah, blah. This may be Java application. So it may be Java, but all the data it is going to be going from my site, and whenever I purchase something, one row is going to be making. Like that, people are buying and buying, buying and buying. People are buying and buying. All the data is going to come from different people, different guys. They're buying morning to evening, morning to evening. You're buying. All the data will come. So either today or tomorrow, after 1 year, after 10 years, this computer will be full, right? Someday it has some capacity. One day it will be full. So People are buying and buying, buying and buying. All the data is going to go here. But one day, these servers or these computers are will be full. These computers are called as, these servers are called as OLTP servers. This data warehousing server is called as a OLAP server, OLAP computer. There are two things that you got to understand now. One is called OLTP, one more is called OLAP. Very, very important. What is OLTP? మాట్లాడదామా? Are you able to understand, guys? ఏదైనా కన్ఫ్యూజన్ ఉంటే నాకు అడగాలి, సరేనా? What is OLAP and what is OLTP? Let us understand. So I'm talking about Amazon.com. I would like to go and purchase some mobile phone or laptop using Amazon website. So that data is a fresh data, right? So if I purchase a Lenovo laptop here, the one row, my payment details are going to go here, right? So whenever you purchasing, the fresh copy of the data is going to be going to one server, one computer. This may be Java, .NET, SQL or Python server XYZ, doesn't matter. So all the fresh data, wherever it is going, that server, that computer is called as a OLTP computer or OLTP server. OLTP means online transaction processing. What do you mean by transaction? Whatever you do, that is a transaction according to the IT industry. You would like to buy something, that is a transaction. Sell something, transaction. You wanted to inquire a course in goonlinetrainings.com, that is a transaction. You would like to cancel the flight ticket, it is a transaction. You wanted to buy a movie ticket, a transaction. You are going to be sending the amount to your father account, it is a transaction. Whatever you do, it is a transaction. Transaction will have a lot of data. Transaction అంటే తెలుగులో లావాదేవి. Clear? So whatever you do, that is a transaction. For example, what is a transaction normally we do? We buy the product, we make the payment. All of them are called transactions. Everything will have some data. Like that, everybody is buying and buying, buying and buying, buying and buying. All the data is going to be coming here. One day, this computer will be full. One day, this computer will be full, this will be full, this will be full. After 6 months or after 1 year, so if the bag is full, what you do? What you do? You have to come home and keep the vegetables in your refrigerator. One, this is full because OLTP means where we have fresh data, small size data you are going to be having, right? You go to the supermarket, are you going to take 1,000 liter capacity bag? No, 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 no. We have a bigger refrigerator, but we go to the shop and by taking the small bags only. Right? So these OLTP computers will have small size computers. Remember that. Just like your bag, you go to the supermarket, will you be taking bigger basket? No, 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 no. You take only some which can hold 5 kg, 10 kg of bag, not more than that. So all these OLTP servers are fresh data they're going to be storing. They are going to be storing maximum some GBs of data. Let me say they can have up to 500 GB, 600 GB of data they can store it, not more than that. So less than 1 terabyte of data they can occupy. So this data is called as a read and write data. Most of the time we are going to be writing it means inserting the data. We are buying and the we'll buy products. When you buy, there is writing is happening. You go to the bank, what you do? You see what is my balance. That is only once, but remaining time you're fund transfer you're going to be doing or cash withdrawal you're going to be doing. So much more time the bank computers are busy by writing the data. So once in a while, 20% of the time, you read your data. What is my balance? That is very few times. So maximum time we are going to be using banking computers for the writing data. So banking servers also called as OLTP server. So whatever application that you're using, that will be OLTP. So all end user, that is you and me is called end user. We are end user to Amazon.com. We are end user to PhonePe application. We are end user to railway people because we are going to be buying the ticket. Clear? So all of them are going to be OLTP. OLTP means we are going to be using a lot of applications. The application may be Java, .NET, Python, Android application, we don't know. We are using that application to do the fund transfer, buying the tickets, recharge the mobile phones, or we may do a lot of things. So all the applications, whatever you use, that is OLTP. Phone pay application, OLTP. Banking application, OLTP. Railway reservation system, OLTP. Whatever you use, that is OLTP. Maybe Android, maybe Java, maybe Python application, maybe X, maybe Y, maybe Z application, doesn't matter. Clear? So fresh data we are going to be supplying. If you transfer funds today from your account to my account, so in your banking account there may be cash withdrawal is going to be happening. In my account, cash deposit is going to be happening. So these are two transactions. These are two OLTP transactions. Fresh data is going to come. Clear? So OLTP means fresh data. So these computers are going to be used to run your business. So what is the purpose of this data? To run the business, these applications are going to be used. These are going to be tracking the data. So once in a quarter, these are full. What we do? All the data we are going to be bringing, and with the help of the ETL, we are going to be putting all the data where? Into the one more computer. So this is one more computer. All the data is full here. We will be able to get the data and take the data, and we are going to be dumping into this bigger computer. You think like that. And these computers will be empty, because again you need to get the next day data, right? Because if the bag is full and if you don't get the vegetables and put into your refrigerator, what will happen? So these computers are going to be taking the data. Once this is full, you take all the data and dump into one more server. This server is called your data warehousing server. I will give you one more example. You don't have a water supply to your home. So morning 6 o'clock, you will get a water tanker, or you may get the water in the streets. So what you do? You, your mother, father, everybody will take a bucket and you go to the street. So what you do then? You switch on the tap in the street. So this is your plastic bucket and this is a steel bucket. This may be some other ball. You are going to be capturing the water. You're going to be capturing the water in this. Now this bucket is full. This bucket is full. This bucket is full. What will you do? You have a drum or the tank here. You come, you put the water here, you come put the water here, and these buckets will be empty. Again you will be coming here. Again you will be coming here, and you are capturing the water, and the next time you wait for 5 minutes. This bucket is full, this bucket is full, this bucket will be full. Again what you do? You take the water and you are going to be putting this water into this drum. So what is a data warehouse? Data warehouse means a drum or the bigger tank. So what is this buckets? These are called OLTP. OLTP means small size buckets. Buckets. OLAP means bigger size drum. That is what you need to understand. So OLTP will have a fresh water. This tank will have old water. So OLAP means what, Nana? OLAP means a drum or the tank where you have historical data or old data is going to go once in a month, once in a week, once in a quarter. Once this is full, the data is going to go here. Now tell me, every day you are taking the water from here and manually you're dumping into drum. Again you go back, manually you're dumping into drum. So one friend told you, Arey Bhaskar, why are you doing like that? Can't you buy a motor pump? Can't you buy a motor pump, Bhaskar? What are you doing daily, taking the bucket and putting the water? Don't do like that. You order one motor pump. You know what is a motor pump, right? You know, or you don't know? So they're telling you to buy this kind of a motor pump. So what you do? So this is your motor pump. You connect it to your bucket, and this is what is called your big tank. So you switch on this motor pump from this bucket, the water is going to be going. So this is what is called your ETL. Remember. So motor pumps are nothing but your pumps. It is going to be taking the data, pumping the data to the destination computer. So what is the ETL? Extracting the data, transforming the data, loading the data. At least you get the data, you pump the data to the drum or the tank. So this is what is called ETL. So it is a Samir company. So this is what is called one company. SSIS from the Microsoft. This is also Samaran company. This is a Texmo motor. So one company called SSIS. Texmo is one more company. Like we have Data Stage is the one more product. So this is also ETL product. You may use SSIS, you may use Data Stage, or you may use Kirloskar, you may use Informatica. Lot of companies are producing ETL tools. We have Informatica. We have a Data Stage from IBM company, SSIS from the Microsoft company. You can use any motor. You can use any motor. So motors are nothing but your ETL tools. Ardhamautunda? You will get the data from here. You switch on the motor, the data is going to be going here. Clear? So what is a ETL? ETL means motor pump. So it is going to be transferring the data from one place to another. So that is what you need to do. SSIS is a simply data in import export software. Copy paste software. It will take the data from here. It is going to be connecting. But one day your mother told, Are Bhaskar, your water is not so clean. Don't dump all the water directly to the final drum. So what my father told, don't dump all the water here. So we buy one more drum. The one more drum is called this drum. One more drum or the one more tank we got it. So because the water we are getting is muddy, so we have a fixed one motor. So all the mud water will go to this tank. This is tank number one. This tank number one, we clean the water and we take the second motor. This is motor number two. From this tank, the data will go to tank number two. Okay. So tank number two, this is a cleaned water. Tank number one, where we are going to be cleaning the water. Tank number two, where we are going to be storing. So this staging is called one more SQL only. This is also SQL, but this is a staging. Staging means a temporary where you're going to be cleaning your water or the data. The cleaned data, water should go. Again, you're going to be using a motor pump. Otherwise, data cannot go directly, right? So that is what you need to understand. Okay, na? So all the data coming from buckets, bucket is a small size. All the data from the buckets you're going to be dumping into this tank. You will be cleaned water via this motor will go to the final tank. So all the cleaned data, ready to use data, which is available in the data warehousing. Okay, so data warehouse, as I told you, every day you're buying the vegetables and keeping the vegetables here. So everything will be there. It is a cleaned data, cleaned water, cleaned data. So that is what you got to understand. Ardhamautunda? Guys, are you clear? So what is OLTP? What is OLAP? We need to understand. OLAP means online analytical processing. Okay, so fresh data you will be able to get, it will become historical data because every month you're going to be dumping the data here. It is not no more fresh data, which is historical data. So this application is going to be used to run the business, but this application we're going to be using to analyze the data, to improve your business, to analyzing your data, to improve the business we're going to be using. So how the sales of my company last 10 years, how the sales of my Apple iPhone India last 5 years, because all the data from Amazon.com is going to be going every week, every month. So whenever you go to Amazon.com, this is a OLTP. So for example, I am buying a lot of products in Amazon last 5 years, but you will not be able to see last 5 years data here. You will be able to see either 1 month data, 10 months data, or last 3 years data, but complete 20, 30 years of sales data will not be available because which is OLTP. OLTP can maintain last 1 year or 2 years of data. Remaining data would have gone to Amazon data warehouse. Alage, you have banking system. So this year data or current year data, last year data will be maintained in the banking computers. Last 10-20 years of data would have gone to data warehouse. Remember. So every company will maintain current data. Every company will maintain a data warehousing data, historical data. The historical data is called as OLAP data, online analytical data, and it is a large amount of data. Large means you think every month 500 GB into 12 months, it will become 6,000 GB, that is equivalent to 6 terabytes into 10 years of data. So it will be 60 terabytes of data. So remember, so what is the size of the data that you're going to be maintaining? It means terabytes of data. Last 10 years, 20 years of data of Amazon company will be available in OLAP. OLAP is also called as a data warehousing. అర్థమవుతుందా? You're going to be putting the data, large data. It is historical data. So you will say read-only data. Will you be modifying? You have done some transactions in the last month in the bank. Will you be modifying the data by going to the bank? Hey, I have taken 10,000 rupees cash yesterday. I have to update that. It is not 10,000. I would like to update it to 12,000. Can you modify the data? No, no, no. It is a read only. So who's going to be using the data? Not the end user, business user. Business user means what? A company management is going to be analyzing the data from the data warehousing. So how many, what is the sales last 5 years? What is the sales last 1 year? Who's going to be using? Business user means the CEO of the company, management of the company, board of directors, all the head directors, board, head members in the company, all the people are called business people. So all the guys are going to be using this kind of data. Clear? So this is what is called a normalized data. I will talk about this word later. You don't understand now. It is a normalized data. దీన్ని మనం ఏమంటామంటే this is what is called denormalized data. You don't understand this point now, but this is an interview question. Compulsorily people would ask you, what is OLTP, what is OLAP, what kind of a data you're going to be analyzing. We are going to be analyzing OLAP data. We are not going to be analyzing never OLTP data. OLTP lost 1 month data, 1 year data. So what kind of analysis you do on the data? You cannot do. So you need to have the historical data. The historical data is available where, Nana? It is available in the data warehousing. A company will maintain two computers. One is called data set. One is called OLTP computer. The second one is called OLAP computer. It could be any software you may run it. So it doesn't matter. But when you have historical data, that is what is called OLAP data. Are you clear? So you got the vegetables here. Okay. If you have a vegetables, chicken and everything is here, can you eat the vegetables? You have the data, but only if you have data can you use the data as it is. No, no, no. So we are going to be processing the data. Processing means, I told you, you have to perform the aggregations and all. For that you need to use one more application. Data warehousing or the refrigerator is going to be used to store the vegetables for longer period. That's it. So data can be stored in the data warehouse, but only with that you cannot do nothing. You need to process the data. So what is the data warehouse can do, Nana? Data warehouse is going to be storing your data. That's it. Only if you store the data, who's going to be processing the data? So if you have a vegetables, what will you do? You have to come to the kitchen, and the kitchen where you're going to be processing your food. You may have a stove, you may have a grinder, you may have oven. So with the kitchen you're going to be processing the food. Now the kitchen is your SSAS. Okay, where you are going to be processing your vegetables, your chicken, your mutton, your dishes, everything. The raw vegetables are available, cleaned data is available. You get the data here, you're going to be processing with the help of one more software called SSAS. Clear? That software is also given by Microsoft. It is simply your kitchen. In the kitchen, you have a lot of things. Kada? So you're going to be processing. I will give you a simple example. I have data. I have 10. I have 20. This is what is data. I have stored it. I have 5. Now, what is the total? That is what is called the sum. 10 plus 20, 30, 30 plus 5, 35. So this is what is called a processing. I would like to perform the sum operation or a minimum operation or the maximum operation. All these things can be done. So this is what is called aggregation. అర్థమవుతుందా? అగ్రిగేషన్స్ అంటే కలపటం తీసివేయటం అని చేస్తాం మనం. Clear? So you are going to be doing all aggregations. What is the total sales? What is the average sales? What is the minimum sales? What is the maximum sales? What is the maximum sales in India? What is the maximum sales in Japan? What is the average sales in, last 5 years? What is the Apple iPhone sales in India? Like that, you are going to be asking and creating a lot of processing. Okay? So that is what you're going to be doing in the kitchen. You prepare a lot of items with the chicken biryani, chicken kebab, chicken pizza, chicken burger. So lot of items, not only one item. So you are going to be aggregating the data, not only grand total. I wanted to know what is the total sales. That is one process. I wanted to know what is the total last year. I wanted to know what is the Apple iPhone sales last year. I wanted to know what is the Apple iPhone model number 14 sales last 1 year. So you're not going to be doing only one processing. You are going to be preparing a lot of aggregations. Try to understand. So that will be done in your kitchen. The kitchen is called your SSAS. Now tell me, food is ready. Nicely you have prepared the food. After that, what you do? You have to take the plate and deploy or deliver the food to the customer. Food is ready. Now what you do? You take the food from the kitchen, you deliver or you give the food to the customer. End of the day, customer needs the food. You are going to be taking what is called a reporting, a Power BI. So Power BI is your reporting, or you can say plate. You can understand like that. All the processed data where you're going to be keeping into Power BI, or you may use a Tableau, or you may use Excel. So this is what is called your plate. You're serving the food, or you're showing the sales data in the report saying that, sir, this is what is the sales. Now see the chart. So this is what is the sales for last years. See this graph. So Power BI is going to be having your processed data or the Tableau BI or Excel or SSRs, any reporting tool you can take. It is going to be where delivering the food or where you deliver you take the raw data, you clean the data, you store the data, process the data, then the processed data has to be delivered to the customer. The customer is somewhere here. So Amazon management wanted to see your reports, and this is the report they'll see in the Power BI or in the Tableau BI or in some Excel. Excel also number one reporting tool they will be able to see. And this is what is called a business user, or you can say a manager in the company. So manager is going to be taking the decision based on your data. So these are called decision makers. Clear? So all the reports they will be analyzing and they will be seeing how the sales is happening. To analyze their data, they have to get the data, clean the data, put the data, process the data, create a report and deliver the report to the end user. So who's going to be doing all the circus? That is you. You are called as a data analyst. You are called as a data analyst. You are going to be working with the ETL, SQL, data warehousing, staging, Power BI, SSAS, everything you're going to be learning, you're going to be doing, and you're going to be analyzing. So this is what is the thing that we're going to be doing in your data analytics. Clear? Now, I will give you a simple example. What exactly you do in the IT companies. I will give you one simple use case. You go to hospital saying that you're having a fever. Okay, na? So you meet the doctor. Doctor will give you a couple of reports. You go for the blood report, you go for the CT scan, you go for the, this test, that test. So that you will be writing on the piece of paper and you go to the laboratory directly. So in the laboratory, there is a lab technician is going to be there. What is going to be doing? He is collecting the blood, collecting the body weight, collecting the temperature, collecting everything. He is processing the blood. creating a report, the report will be given to the patient or to the doctor. So who's going to be analyzing the report? Is it a laboratory lab technician or a doctor? Who's going to be analyzing your report? Report will be analyzed by the doctor only. So what you have to do, you need to create a report. Now, what is your role? Your role will be lab technician role. Get the data, store the data, process the data, create a report. Report will be going to the doctor. Doctor will be analyzing. Who will be asking the report? Doctor will be asking. Lab technician cannot decide what kind of reports doctor needs it. So these managers will decide what kind of reports they need it. They will ask you, hey, I need this report. Now you collect the data, you clean the data, you process the data, you create a report. The report will be analyzed by the managers. So, however, the doctor is going to be analyzing the patient report. You are not going to be analyzing the report. Your work will be the lab technician role. Get the data, get the blood, clean the blood, store the blood, process the blood, create a report. Your job ends there. Then who's going to be analyzing the report? Doctor. Doctor is a businessman. So he is going to be analyzing the report and the patient will get the solutions. So he will be analyzing. This management people, business users going to be analyzing the data. They will be giving the solution to the business how to improve the business. So the purpose of OLAP or data warehousing. So what kind of issues we have it in the business and how to improve them. So that is the main focus of the data warehousing or business intelligence or the data analytics. Why we need to analyze the data? You tell me. So I wanted to know whether my business is doing good or bad. So last 1 year data, how is that? Last 5 years of data, how is that? Last 1 year, how is the furniture data, sales data, this data, that data the company wanted to know. Clear? So without a software, you will not be able to analyze the this kind of a company's data. So we are going to be using so these kind of a technologies. So we are going to be learning all of them. Sarena? So you have to learn SSIS. This will be for 25 days. You have to learn this course. 25 days course. Power BI from day after tomorrow it is going to be starting. It is a 45 days course. From day after tomorrow it is going to be starting. And data warehousing is 1 week course. Okay, this is also we are going to be including. And the SSIS will be 5 days course. This is also will be including. Okay, and the staging. Apart from that, you should also know SQL and everything. So this is also 45 days course. So how many courses you will be learning? SSIS is one tool. SQL, then data warehousing, third tool. This is the fourth tool. Power BI is 5 tools. Totally we are going to be learning all 5 tools. అర్థమవుతుందా? So Manjula is asking me, is SSIS used twice to extract the data during this process? You think? You tell me, you tell me. You are able to get the water and dump it onto tank number 1. Okay, the tank 1 is having. From this tank to this tank, how do you send the data? You need to have one more motor, right? This is one motor pump. This would be one more motor pump. Update data వెళ్తుంది కదా. So otherwise data will not go. Clear, Manjula? Am I clear? Manjula, you there? So that is what you need to understand. So extracting the data, transforming the data, and you're going to be keeping the data here. So this data is here only. From here, the data is going to be going. Now tell me, you assume you go to the shop. This is you. This is you. You go to the shop and buy the vegetables. And this is you're going to be opening, right? Now from this vegetable, how do you keep them, the vegetables into the refrigerator? Again, somebody has to be there. Either you or your kid has to go here, get the data, put the vegetables here. Right? If this is not there, can you put the vegetables directly here? Either you have to do this circus or you have to do this circus. Or you will be getting the vegetable from a supermarket. Your husband will be getting the vegetables and you open, you clean them, put them into the refrigerator. So 2 people will be doing, right? Not one guy or one guy also. But the same guy has to do the same circus twice. Clear? That is what you need to understand. Either do you or you and your husband. If you means two times you need to open this. You have to go to the shop and buy the vegetable. Again, you have to come and keep it. So two times you need to switch on your motor and get the water and do whatever you would like to do it. So two times it is needed to perform the ETL operations. Clear? That's what. Now, you have also an ETL pump in your body. Can you tell me what is your ETL pump? Your heart is pumping the blood. Heart is a ETL. What is the staging in your body? Who's going to be cleaning the blood? It is your kidney. Your kidney is called staging area. Your ETL is your heart. Remember that. You have also cleaning processing is happening. So your kidney, your lot of other cleaning materials are available in your body. All of them are staging areas. Liver, kidneys, all of them are called staging areas where the cleaning is processing is going to be happening. Your heart will be pumping the blood from brain to your toe. So you have also got ETL in your body. You have also got your staging areas. Cleaning is happening in your body. Not only one place. Liver is going to be processing some data. Your kidneys are processing some data, right? So all these are things that doing all this processing and cleaning. So that is what you need to understand. అర్థమవుతుందా? Guys, so what are the things that you're going to be learning? I have told you clearly. Now my demo is got over. Tomorrow we have to change the meeting ID. Demos are free, demos are completed. So from tomorrow, this meeting link is not going to work. The payment link and everything will be getting from today in your email or in the WhatsApp. So if you don't get the payment link, you will be able to call my team and they will be able to tell you. Clear? So I can call the team. So from tomorrow, this meeting ID also is not going to work. So once you make the payment today, at least some EMI amount, some installment amount, when you make it today, you will be able to get the payment link for tomorrow's class. We can continue from tomorrow. You will be able to see tomorrow how to install the Power BI. Clear, guys? Now, I told you what is a data engineering, right? What is a data analytics? You know, what is a data engineering? I will tell you. Data engineering means get the data from the source, go to the shop, get the vegetables, clean the vegetables, and after that, what you do? You put them, you cut them, you slice them, and you're going to be storing them and you're going to be processing them. So this is what is called data engineering or data processing. So data engineering or data preparation. So go to the vegetable, go to the shop, buy the vegetable, buy the vegetable, clean the vegetable, dry the vegetable, whatever you would like to do. That process is called completely data engineering. At last, you create a reports. Report creation will be anything. Now tell me, if you buy all the ingredients for the pizza, now tell me, preparing the pizza will be 2 minutes job. You switch on the stove and everything is ready. Your battery is ready and your flour is ready, your chicken is ready, everything is cleaned and everything is ready. The chef is going to be coming within 1 hour. The pizza will be ready. So creating a reporting, anybody can do that. But what will be the difficulty part? For to make pizza, you have to get raw material. Go to the shop, buy the vegetables, get the flours, clean them, you soak them, you marinate them, you create, you cut them, you do lot of circus. This will take a lot of time. Data engineering means what? Get the data, clean the data, store the data, process the data. Now you create a report. Create. So reporting creation is very, very easy. So data analytics means data engineering plus report creation is called as a data analytics. Clear? So what is a data analytics, Nana? So data analytics means this. Data analytics means what? Data engineering plus reporting. What is data engineering? Get the data, clean the data, store the data, process the data is what is called data engineering. For example, you wanted to prepare biryani for 1,000 people, chicken biryani. Now tell me, can you prepare biryani for 1,000 people within 3 years? Yes, if you have the items ready. But to get the items, is it 3 hours is sufficient? No, no, no. You have to start getting the items 10 days before. You need to start. Go to the shops, get sample rice, sample chicken. Then you need to finalize the chicken, get the rice, clean them, get the spices, dry them, then soak them, grind them, then get the vegetables, cut them, clean them, because you're going to be preparing the food for 1,000 people. Get the chicken, cut them, marinate them, soak them, keep them. Morning 7 o'clock, chef is going to be coming and he will take all the raw material. Within 3 hours, the food is ready. So, what will be difficult, Nana? So, the difficult part is data analytics means what? It is data preparation or data engineering plus reporting. So preparing, cooking biryani anybody can do, but getting the raw vegetables, raw chicken, cut them, clean them will take a lot of time. So data analytics means what? Data analytics is equivalent to data engineering. It is also called as a data preparation plus reporting. So which is the difficulty activity? This will be taking 60% of your time. Reporting will take only 30 to 40% of the time. Data engineering is also called as a data preparation. Ardhamautunda? So that is what you need to understand. Data science means what? Understanding the predicting the future. Data analytics means understanding the past. So data science, data analytics both needs what? Data preparation. Get the data, clean the data, store the data, keep the ready to use data. So data scientist can use, data analyst can do. Data analyst means, I told you, you're a lab technician in the laboratory. Clear? Somebody will ask you the report. You have to simply create a report and give it to them. That user is going to be called as a business user. He will be analyzing the reports. Okay, guys. So what all we are going to be learning, I told you. So from tomorrow, so October and November. So these 2 months, so daily you have to watch SQL and daily you need to attend Power BI classes. Power BI will be 45 days. Live classes will be there. SQL Server, I told you, you have to attend. So in the demo one, I have told you 45 plus hours of SQL classes you need to attend. So these are no live classes, videos will be giving. So no live classes are available. You have to buy the videos and watch daily one video. Clear? So why you need to learn SQL Server? I told you clearly in the demo number one, demo number two. So these two payments you need to make it. These are live classes from day after tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll show you how to install this in your computer. So October, November, we'll be learning only this, and this will be offline, means buy the videos from us and daily watch the video. We have videos in Telugu and English language. So you can buy any language videos one set and watch. And if you have any question, you will be able to ask those questions in the Power BI class next day morning. In the December month, you have to watch SSAS, IS, ETL. So this will be for 25 days. So again, you may join this course not now in the month of December. So either live or you can buy the videos and complete it. So data warehousing will be for 5 days and it will be free for you. And SSAS will be 5 days. It will be again free for you. So this I will be giving free when you come in the month of December. So you need to make the payment for these two courses. We're going to be starting from tomorrow. Clear? So all the 5 courses we are going to be learning in this, and all of them are non-coding. SQL we have a little bit of coding, but I'll be giving you very, very basic knowledge. Any BCom, MBA guys also can understand. Non-technical people can understand all these technologies. So from tomorrow, this meeting ID is going to change. So you will get the payment links today. If you don't get the payment links, and you will be able to call my team, or you will be write a mail to me, sir, I did not get the payment link. or you can also call these numbers. They will be able to send the payment links today. Make the payment, get the new meeting ID for tomorrow's class. You continue with this new meeting ID. This meeting ID is not going to work. We have, installment options, and we have uh, full payment also. We can get the discounts when you make the full payment. When you have installments, there's no discount is applicable. So all these things you can talk to my team. So today I have completed the demo number 3. If you have any questions, you can ask me, you can mail me, you can, write to me directly, guys. Thank you very much. Hope you have enjoyed the class.